Hey there, I'm Allie. Oops, I better take these off. Thank you for clicking on my channel while I drink my coffee. I've already actually drank my coffee and I moved on to the protein shake because a day without an Herbalife shake is a day without sunshine, right? Oh my gosh, hold on, I still have the volume of the TV on. Y'all, I'm telling you, if my head wasn't on my body, I would lose it. Let's get to the important stuff right off the bat. This is day 3, post-op eyebrows. And you can see they pretty much look the same as day 2. The only thing I noticed is that I feel like a slight, see if I can get closer, a little bit of lifting of the pigment, but I am not picking it. I am not touching it. I'm just taking my bangs, I'm covering it so I don't hit it and I don't want to pick it. So that's good. So like Tracy said, day 1 and 2, you're gonna love them. Then day 3, it will start to shed. And then it will look like leprosy or spotted or, you know, pigment in some areas, pigment not in any areas. So far, it's just starting. On this eye, there's no lifting whatsoever. So I'm just leaving it alone. Still washing it 3 times a day with the Johnson's Baby Shampoo and putting the special ointment on 3 times a day. Like I said, keeping them semi-moist, you know, as moist as you can for a scab. And I'm just letting nature run its course and just letting them heal because I really want them to stay. And you know, part of that is not picking. I know from working in the cosmetic industry that if you have something done to your face like a peel or a surgery or something, don't pick. Ever picking is bad, and then you're going to ruin your results. So there are rules in place for a reason, and I am a rule follower, at least when it comes to that. Anyway, let me have a sip of my pumpkin spice Herbalife shake, and I have to tell you, it's really delicious. Okay, so I wanted to do a menopause Monday yesterday because today is Tuesday. Actually, when I'll be posting it, it'll be tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. But y'all, I had a ton going on and I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And I wonder if you experience stuff like that too. On one hand, I am so excited. I had an order for 12 wreaths, for 12 Christmas wreaths. I'm flattered, I'm honored, I'm excited. I have got them almost all planned out. I'm so excited. I love to make these wreaths, and they're so pretty, and they're gonna bring so much joy to people, and they're gonna put them either in their home or on their door, and they're gonna be given as gifts, and I'm excited for them. I'm excited for me. It's huge for my wreath business, my decor business, if you will. And then on the other hand, I'm totally freaked out. I feel anxiety. I feel stressed, overwhelmed. And I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I think it's a whole menopause hormone thing, and I just have to take a deep breath and not get overwhelmed. My eye is watering. Sorry. I don't know. I guess I always do this. I don't know. I haven't had to make 12 wreaths in quite some time, or ever. You know, I have to have them all ready by Thanksgiving. So I'll have them obviously ready prior to that so I can transport them to the gal and gentlemen who want them. But anyway, so I'm so excited. I can't wait to do them. I have so many ideas. I went to Michael's yesterday and bought a whole bunch of beautiful things, and they've got so many great Christmas things out to make beautiful wreaths and beautiful picks and ribbons. And I'm going to order some mesh today. And it's so great, which reminds me, if you haven't seen my Oprah Craft Steaks channel, I will post it in the link today. It is my other channel, and I do home decor, you know, seasonal items and garlands and centerpieces and beautiful wreaths, and I love it. And so I'll post that. But anyway, I am thrilled. I'm so excited about it, but I feel super, I don't know if it's stress, but I feel anxiety. And when I get overwhelmed, I have a tendency to just shut down. Anyone else out there like that? Can you relate? I sort of feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but I don't know if I can handle it. So I like push things off. But I am being more mature and more adult. I guess I'm learning this about myself. So I did go yesterday and I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I will keep it very organized. You know, I came home and I laid out exactly what wreath I want for what and what items I want for this wreath and what theme this one is. And so I'm going to keep it very organized so I don't get overwhelmed. I think it's when the not knowing and I feel frazzled and I'm in a hurry, and I'm not. I have plenty of time. So I'm going to do one beautiful wreath a day like I said, I've got plenty of time, and I'm just going to stay completely organized. And, you know, I realized about that, about myself years ago when I worked for the plastic surgeon, Dr. Terry Higgins, best in the West. I noticed that it was a very stressful job. You had a million duties to do. There was a lot going on. I loved it. And the way I could keep my head above the water there, because there was so much to do, I just was extremely organized. You know, I had to write things down. I had to keep my desk spotless. I had to have everything organized in a system that worked for me. And so this is very similar. I want everything to be perfect and organized and have a system that works so I can just make beautiful wreaths. And because I make them with my heart, I mean, I really care about the person that it's going to, and I want them to be beautiful. I mean, I want to do great work. You know, like I said, I've been out in some stores lately and the holiday wreaths are up, and even at Michael's. I mean, yesterday I just saw a wreath for $100 that I'm thinking maybe I would pay 20 for, and then I would take it all apart and do it over again. I cannot believe that they are charging $100 for a horribly made wreath. You know, I mean, it's not going to last for years, and it's empty and sparse. And I'm just thinking, how can they, I don't know, I guess maybe people buy it because they don't know any better, or maybe they like them. I mean, to each their own. I'm not judging them. I just feel like if you're going to put out a decorative item, make it your very best. Make it beautiful. Make it quality so it lasts. You know, put some heart in it. So anyway, so these are going to be my kids. These are going to be 12 of my kids, and I just want to make them perfect. And I love the two people that they're going to and their family, so I really want them to, I want them to love it too. And even if I didn't know them and love them, I just, like I said, you want to have some pride in the work that you do, and I really do care. So I think maybe that's why I feel a little bit stressed. Is like I want to make 12 works of art. That's kind of a little bit of pressure, but I'll get through it. It'll be fine. It's just the whole mind game. You know, it's just that whole hormonal imbalance, and you know, it's a little bit accentuated for me because I can't take anything. So literally, my emotions are up and down and here and up and back the other way, and whew, I'm all over the place. Pardon me. And some days are worse than others. Yesterday, I didn't feel it as bad. Today, I feel very, I don't know, I'm having anxiety today. I don't know why. It's crazy. But I just have to say that I know it is because of the hormone stuff. And I just have to take a deep breath and not stress out and just go with it. And, you know, just not stress myself out. And one thing that helps with this not being able to take anything is that I do get a lot of quiet time. You know, my husband works, and like right now I'm home by myself with just the dogs, and I can just sort of, you know, talk to myself and all that good stuff and keep myself calm and not stressed out. You know, anxiety and depression is really, it's a serious issue, and people that don't experience it and don't go through it don't understand it. So, don't even try to explain it to them. You know, it's just, I just wish people would have more compassion. You know, people will say, Allie, you know, you've got an incredible life. You just got a brand new car. You live in a beautiful house. You're retired. You can get what you want. You go what you want. You can buy what you want. And yeah, I mean, those are all wonderful things. And I have an incredible husband who really is, I mean, he is my Prince Charming. I call him that because he's not only swept me off my feet, but he's so good to me, and he understands me and my moods, and he makes me laugh, and he is just so supportive. And things could not get any better in my life. So someone would take a look at that and be like, why are you depressed? Why do you have anxiety? And they don't understand. It's just chemistry. It's just stuff in your body. I mean, you can't help it. It's not, you're not consciously doing it. It's more of a subconscious reaction. And it's not that you know, are not grateful and thankful for all the many blessings that you have in your life. It has nothing to do with that. And, someone was on the news yesterday. It was a celebrity, and I didn't know. Oh, I don't know if you ever watched that show, Impractical Jokers, but they're hilarious and they're funny. And these four guys that grew up with one another, and they always play practical jokes on each other. And I've turned it into a show for over 10 years, and they're doing great, and they're super funny. And one of the guys on the show, and they said last night, you may not have known this, but hysterical guy, always funny, always effervescent, in a great mood, suffers from depression really, really bad. And you know, people just don't understand it. It's not something that you can physically control. It's just like I said, it's in your mind. And anyway, I don't want to get on a soapbox and bring everybody down. Once again, I'm just sharing things that I go through, and I'm hoping that you can identify with it. And if you have, I mean, gosh, I would really love you to comment and let me know maybe some things that you do to help deal with it. For me, I like to just take maybe a day and just have some quiet time. And I think that's why I love my Hallmark movies so much. That's my moment. Looking at the TV right now, I can put the TV on, I can curl up with the, blanket and, a cup of coffee or whatever I want to drink. And I just can sort of have some downtime. And it's not physical downtime, it's mental downtime. Because people don't understand that the mental process in your mind, especially when you're hormonal and you're going through menopause stuff and you can't take anything, your mind is just like spinning a mile a minute. And so if you can sort of decompress from that and just escape somehow, that's great. And for me, it's watching Hallmark movies, and it gets your mind off of it and you're not constantly spinning your wheels. That's what happens a lot in the thought process. And I'm really grateful. I'm on some support groups and sites for menopause, and they're really making an effort to educate people more about it. Cause people who don't, they just think, oh, it's, when you get older and women get cranky and you have to try to deal with it and they get hot flashes and whatever. And that's really not it. It's like your whole body chemistry is changing, and it messes when your body chemistry is off. Everything's off, and people just don't take the time to educate themselves and realize that. But anyway, today is a great day, and I am excited about the reads, and I'm not going to let it stress me out. I'm going to try to control that as much as I can, and I'm just going to pace myself one beautiful wreath a day, and I'm going to video the tutorials on it so everyone can watch how their wreath was made as well. And I'm going to go have lunch with my brother. And things are great. I mean, things are good. So I'm just going to focus on the positive. And people also have a misconception that depressed people and people with anxiety, they dwell on negative thoughts and they think horrible things and they're bringing themselves down. And you know what? It's not a mental feeling. It's an emotional feeling. And then in your mind, you're like, well, what's happening? Why do I don't know how to combat this. And, there's medicines. It's all about science. You can balance yourself out, and then you just have to give yourself a lot of self-love, and take time for yourself and read a book, write a journal, take a walk, watch Hallmark movies, do things, and whatever works for you. Anyway, I don't want to have a 25-hour video. This one's already 12 minutes. So I really would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And I would love for you to leave some comments and share with me, how do you decompress from changes in your life? Do you get stressed? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you maybe suffer from a little of depression? Do you have a lot of it? What do you do? Do you, like I said, do you read? Do you write a journal? Do you watch TV shows? Do you listen to music? Do you meditate? I would love to meditate, and I have tried over and over and over for years, and I still am going to continue trying, but my mind moves so fast, a mile a minute. I can't focus. To meditate, you have to get rid of your thoughts, and it's extremely difficult for me. But I'm going to work on that. So if you meditate, let me know. I would love some tips. I'm going to keep on trying and always trying to improve myself and my mental well-being, and get through this menopause thing. Like I said, in Big Bear, I met a gal who just got through it, and it was like 15 years. That's not hopeful, but she did get through it, and she said life's great now. She's over the hump, and she feels wonderful. So who knows how long it'll last for me, but you know what? I'm gonna get through it because I do vlogs like this, and I share things with you guys, and I'm really hoping that you'll start to share things back with me, because I know I'm not the only one who goes through this, and I hope this vlog can be somewhat helpful and cathartic to hear that, if you're going through things like I'm going through, that you're not the only one. And so that being said, I'll close for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're hanging in there. And life happens and stuff's thrown at us, and I just hope you take a couple of deep breaths and don't beat yourself up. And sometimes we're our own worst enemies and we judge ourselves so harshly. So I'm gonna say for today, why don't we just try to love ourselves a little more and not be so harsh about ourselves? Cut yourself a little bit of slack, and look in the mirror and be like, you're awesome, you rock, you got this. And guess what? You're just human. So whatever your thoughts are, you're on it. Because you know what? It's not easy, but it's not that bad either. So I love you guys. Thank you for clicking on my channel and spending a minute with me, and for just taking time out of your day to listen and say like, hey, what's Crazy Allie talking about today? I really do appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed for the channel, again, I know I keep saying it, but I'd really love to start having interaction with you. And I see you who out there who's watching, and I hope that you guys can have a little bit of nerve and comment so we can have a rapport back and forth. And that's what I want this channel to be about, helping women and talking about our issues and just getting stronger and empowering ourselves and realizing that, you know, we're not very different from one another. So have a great self-love day today. Do something special for yourself. Buy yourself a flower, have yourself your drink, go for a walk, whatever you want to do that's going to put a smile on your face. Do it. You deserve it. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks.